Hello, hello. Um, what is it? Morning, afternoonish. Well, just on the edge of both, really. So, my name, of course, is not SaveWithCrypto. Uh, so, Save isn't actually with us at the moment. I haven't actually heard from him. So I imagine he might be having. I just got a message from him. He's um, oh crikey, yes, starting. So I think he may have been busy with something. Maybe not noticed the time. But so he'll be here in just a second or two. Um, In the meantime, let's have a quick look at the charts as we got them. So this, oh, hello, Save. I think you just joined, haven't you? Or just joining.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, did you start that on your own? You obviously did, didn't you?
I showed great initiative there. So did I
Oh,
done well?
oh, thank God for that. Sorry, I got stuck in traffic, and I didn't know what to do. I was panicking, and yeah,
Oh
I'm
no,
here.
yeah. So
What have I missed?
we just rushing up the stairs. Just trying to get logged in. Get logged in. If you just got back and you're desperate to go to the loo or something or make a cup of tea, just you can relax now. We're live. It's fine.
I actually would love to make a cup of tea. Actually,
You could do that. Yeah, I'll do a bit of maybe a bit of TA while you're doing that. By the way, so we've got who we got in the chat. Nick K. Hello, and we've got another Dave. Morning. I guess it was morning when he posted that. Who have we got? So we've got Firewatch. Hello, hi there. Good to see you. He's got 10 people watching here. Not sure how many on X. I have to check that. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the Bitcoin price then. So it is there, 110. Obviously, overnight it's this on actually 2 week. Let's change that a bit. At least just go to the 1 hour. Yeah, so overnight it's so what time is this? Sunday. Obviously, just spiked very nicely. Just came up. Very positive signs. It's obviously consolidating a bit now, and it looks like we've got this bearish retracement level, which is there at 112, so just under 113, and that was detected back on Wednesday, obviously when the price was up at that level. So it's just kind of it just showed quite severe weakness of the price during the week, or during the second half of the week. Well, in fact, during all of the week, really. And I think a toad may have wandered into SWC's office room there, from the sounds of it. So
I'm back.
you're back. Do you have a toad in the room by any chance?
Oh God, did you hear that? Sorry, yeah, it's my alert for the super up indicator.
Okay. It's lucky it wasn't the excited lady.
No. Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, was there a lot of it? Hang on.
So maybe three. I think I counted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was WXT, Solana, and Ethereum. Okay. All right.
Nice. So was that a positive alert or everything's going to hell alert?
I just set it to show me the super ups on the 1 minute at the moment.
Okay.
So
Actually, let's have a quick look at that. Yeah. So I was just going through this. So obviously it's a very kind of shaky, bearish, excuse me, bearish sort of week. So going back to just kind of start of the week, and it started with great hope. Well, apart from that bit, the great plunge, but then so think, oh great, things are looking up now, and then not so much. Like gotcha, and then but also coming up again now, and pausing for breath a bit now. That could be seen as a bullish flag. It's kind of coming up. It's just kind of going back. As long as that now does a continuation to the upside and maybe comes up and hits this bearish retracement level that I was just talking about. So here, though, of course, I mean, Quadzilla actually caught that downness pretty nicely there. That slight pullback. So with the super down there, and of course the momentum oscillator was narrowed down, or the convergence band was narrowed down, utterly converged, and curving round. So there was that. There's what else is there? Yeah, probably about it on there. But yeah, things are generally have been looking up. I think it might well just kind of survive that. As long as it can show strength and turn around. So your alert then was on the 1 minute.
Yeah, I was looking at what was I looking at? Wasn't quite as straightforward as it seemed.
Oh.
Well, there was a WXT one, but we'll ignore that. It was actually Solana BTC.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've got that one.
Because
where can you actually trade that?
Well, you can trade it spot on most exchanges. I was doing it on Bitunix. So it's basically because I was making a Bitunix video for CD Cherry Tree. Is he here? He's not here, is he? Because I did the one yesterday talking about changing your leverage in the middle of a trade with Bybit, and I thought I'd do one with Bitunix. So I did one with Bitunix this morning. I had a Solana USDT trade going on. So what I did, I kind of increased the leverage, and that left me a bit of margin to play with, but I wasn't enough in profit to do anything useful in that trade. So I was thinking, would that be a good opportunity to swap Solana for Bitcoin? So I basically said, so I thought I'd have a look at some 1 minute super up things for Solana Bitcoin.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. So this is just on Binance. For some reason, I couldn't see the source you normally get here. I don't know if I'm just missing that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Crypto. I think that's what it was. Yeah. So it was Bitunix, Biton, and in there, interesting. It does not like Sol BTC. Was it BTC Sol?
No, Sol BTC. Oh, hang on, so I'm looking at maybe I'm looking at Bybit.
Okay, let's try that. All sources. Bybit.
Yeah, I was looking at Bybit. Okay, right. So you can't do that one. Yeah, so that would have been a rubbish part of the video. When
but here we go. I mean, it's got the it's got the super up, and in fact followed it up with another green background. Well, so slightly darker one next. So it's like, still a good signal, but it's less convinced of itself now on that one.
Yeah.
So, and in fact, obviously, it's coming back down a bit there. Maybe, obviously, just on the 1 minute, it's ranging. Interesting kind of chart to look at. So, Quadzilla was obviously very much showing that it kind of did catch that downward move. Obviously, not with the red background, but then that's not really kind of how it works. They're not like, go short or go long signals or anything like that. It's more a reflection of just what we're seeing in terms of momentum. It's a visual aid. So, but on this one, yes, that was in overbought, curves narrowed down. The red stochastic, can't really see that very well, but the red stochastic very much has curved down, crossed under the average, which is way down to oversold. So yeah, that if you're sort of following along, that would have been a good indication that little impulse move to the upside had suddenly just run out of steam and it's turning. So that's kind of nice. And then here, of course, so we've got this retracement at 0.017 at some arbitrary number virtually. But generally, trends are coming down. There's not much of a sign that these are leveling off or anything. So any sort of sign of upness here does seem like it would be a bit short-lived. And in fact, it is just continuing down, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's kind of the useful thing with looking at this with something like Quadzilla, because you kind of read all of the aspects of the chart that it's telling you. So the green or red background by itself isn't, as I say, it isn't a go long or go short signal, because you kind of have to read it in terms of other things like the EMA trend direction, the retracements. I mean, there is also this retracement showing further down. How far back? Let's do it this way. Let's squish it. There you go. So yes, that one's at 0.017. So from there, that's a further kind of was it 0.38 the move. I guess we are right. Zoomed right in on the 1 minute, and then potentially down to this. So it could. So this one has done the up, down, and the up, and well, we assume we'll do that. But of course, it's always that you expect the price to kind of drop below that. So it's like the perfect retracement pattern, I suppose, would be like a sine wave. You'd kind of and down and then up. So this is just kind of showing the main point of interest, the level of interest of it, really. So yeah, you'd expect that to come down and then maybe drop to this level, and then from there just kind of back up, or maybe not down. Sorry, I'm kind of misreading it. I was very much reading my own bullish bias into that. Then, oh yeah, it'll hit this bearish line and go up. It's like, that's not what it's saying, is it? Because this one had the down, up, down. So if this plays out, then yeah, that would signify just further downside beyond this point. So, but it's interesting because yeah, sorry.
So at that point, yeah, you'd BTC would be strong compared to Solana. So I was just curious if that that might be some sort of indication of some sort of alt season. when the Solana BTC thing goes down like that. I tell you what was good though this morning. Unfortunately, it didn't quite make it into my video that I'm currently making. But if you look at Solana USDT on the 1 minute, because what I was doing, I was doing this thing where I increase the leverage, free up the margin, and then look at possibilities of getting back into a trade sort of thing. So what we had. So I was doing this at about 9 o'clock this morning, and we could see these three sort of bullish retracement levels here. So, and I was thinking well, it'd probably come down to the first one, but I thought that's not going to be a good enough retracement. So I actually set an order down at where the third one down is. Yeah, that one there.
This one, or is it further down?
Even? Yeah, so I set an order there, and then I had to go out, so I basically just cancelled the order and thought, well, I won't take that because I don't want to do it when I'm not here. But it actually did it, didn't it? If we had that extended a little bit.
Yeah, if I just try and do the keyboard shortcut. Come on, no, it doesn't want to. Okay, let's put in the should just be Alt J. Put it there. There we go. I bet if I do that now, Alt J, it works. Yeah, it's just the first time it needs to be just added with the mouse. It's so weird.
Probably
it probably is, or a the TradingView implementation on Linux or something like that, some weirdness. Yeah.
So that was pretty good, I thought. So that would have been quite a good. I don't know whether it's going to plummet from here or not, but I suspect it probably won't actually, because the momentum oscillator is right down the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean that had its trend shield active, but that's obviously now stopped. It didn't particularly fade out. It just stopped, because I guess there was that impulse move, just boom up, just there, like a attempt at a reversal, I suppose.
Yeah.
But then obviously just down again. Because if we, in fact, that's just telling us what we can kind of see here, really, isn't it? There's order volume there, and there's a bit of order volume there, and a gap between them where the price just came down. But we have got kind of fair value gaps within these where the because obviously that dropped very quickly on there. So let's switch that off. But in fact, if I can show some of those. Yeah, so we got it's kind of one. I mean, there's definitely one there. So yeah, when the price starts to come back up, whenever that may be, then it'll find a bit of resistance at these levels, and certainly when it comes up to this retracement level, because this has got the down, it'll do the up and then move down again. But that obviously ties in with this kind of probably bearish order volume that was building just there. A bit of a mix, I think. So that there'll be sell. In other words, there'll be sell orders right there, just waiting to be filled when it comes up to that level. So it may struggle there.
Yeah.
Maybe even just range a bit and then just head on up if that's what it wants to do. So yeah.
Excellent. Have you got a kind of agenda today, or
agenda? Yeah, maybe there were a couple of things, but to be honest, I actually got quite sidetracked. Well, gosh, I can't call it sidetracked. It was my job. I got very involved with my job this morning. So all my thoughts were on that. So that there was this massive like AWS outage.
Well, that's what I was going to talk about actually, because
okay.
because my daughter came into my room this morning and like she was like, shock, horror, oh my god, Snapchat isn't working, and I had a look, and I've got Snapchat on my own phone so I can track her, but
sure.
And I looked, and yeah, sure enough, it wasn't working. And I kind of like, I'd only just woken up really, but I jokingly said maybe they haven't paid their AWS bill, and which she thought was quite funny actually. But and then a bit later on, I was looking at my Trading 212 account, and I was thinking, well, I've got a bit of spare money today, sort of maybe I should be looking for something. And I did notice that Amazon stock was down quite a bit, and I thought, oh, okay, that's interesting. Then I saw a note saying that the AWS service was down, sort of thing. So I did actually buy some Amazon stock actually, and I just wondered if you wanted a quick look at that actually, which is
sure, yeah, let's do that. Stock. Is it just AMZ or something?
AMZN.
On the Nasdaq. Probably not the 1 minute thing. Mind you, that in itself is pretty interesting. We're looking at just stormy skies overhead. Because when it came down, there's these, so it'll struggle a bit to get back up. But yeah, so okay, yeah. Should we look at maybe the 1 hour or 30 minutes? Because it's quite a sudden thing, isn't it, when it dropped?
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I was looking at. I mean, I did look at something like it was. I had to go out this morning, so I just kind of looked at it and I set a limit order, and 5 minutes later it bought it. Just trying to think what I was looking at. Let me just have a fiddle about. Also, it's one of the ones that on Trading 212 you can buy outside of US trading hours. So that was part of the appeal there. I think literally it was the 1 hour, and I was looking at what the momentum, what the convergence band was doing, and basically I saw at what time was it?
So did you say on the 1 hour?
Yeah, on the one hour. Yeah, the Nasdaq chart.
Okay.
I mean, it was actually Friday. It wasn't Friday. I was looking at on Friday. I was looking at it this morning, but I was thinking on Friday it did actually come down quite low, like it hasn't been for a while. So, like even the red, the faster moving, what do you call that one in the stochastics? The
fastest
right.
stochastic.
So the fastest stochastic, even that was below the 20% mark on Friday. So I was thinking, okay, well that's quite interesting, because that's not been like that since. I mean, it does happen occasionally, but it was set at the end of September, really. So that was looking quite attractive. and then I think I went. Did I look at? Yeah, and then I looked at the 1 minute as well, and I saw that had gone down below 20%. It's ridiculous looking at Amazon on the 1 minute, but like that had gone down below the 20% on Friday as well. So I don't know. It just looked like a good buy to me.
Yeah. I mean, because just to look at it, I mean, obviously that, as I was saying, that event was obviously just very kind of recent and acute. But in terms of just overall, so that was back at April 25th. Yeah, that's ominous.
Yeah,
so 190, 191. Yeah, 191.
It's going to crash all the way down to. I didn't see those lower levels. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, it could well just kind of bounce. It was. I mean, honestly, it wasn't looking all that strong anyway, was it? Because it kind of edged up. It was doing this. It would have been. It's like that's kind of virtually part of what it was doing. Maybe this would have been actually, what's it? There was Friday. Yeah, maybe this would have been a higher low. Let me just bring up the trend line. It might have done that, you know, and then just carried on a gentle incline until maybe zooming on up or dropping down. If it's, you know, gentle bull run just there, just kind of ran out of steam. If it was just a weak old bull on its last legs, and it just sort of dropped down, could well just. But even then, it may have needed that just to gather strength again, just clear out the liquidity, and then up a bit more strongly from that level. So, yeah, in the meantime, it might, because obviously there's this bullish order block just here, so that could well be a strongish support level. So it could maybe that what it's done there was the bounce just slightly above, but it could well dip into that level and use those buy orders to just kind of regain this line essentially, then just keep higher lowing on up through that. Who knows?
Yeah. I will keep an eye on it, that's for sure. They've actually got the earnings and revenue on the 30th of October as well. So
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll see what happens at 2:30.
Interesting, yeah, because that's around about the time of the next FOMC meeting, isn't it? And
it is, isn't it?
So that yeah, it could well see. So I mean, Amazon never does badly, do they? Surely in the earnings calls.
But I think it's one of those things. I mean, you know, I'm not like leverage trading it. I'm just, you know, holding it anyway. So, you know, it's going to be all right in the end, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Unless, and unless the entire market crashes, you know.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, it does look as if that probably was, as I say, it probably was just like a blip, sort of news-driven event, really, of, you know, that kind of dropped it below it, the support, the upward support line, trend line that it was following. So yeah, if we see it just come up and regain that and carry on, then that's fairly positive, I would think. But yeah, I was going to look at the sort of Q4 bull market peak risks, although I say because I was kind of busy this morning, unfortunately, so I wasn't really able to give much thought to it beyond really. But yeah, so MicroStrategy is probably talking about stocks, probably worth a quick look. I can't remember what is it, MSTR, I think.
Yeah,
strategy. Yeah, on the Nasdaq. So still on the daily. There are certain levels, aren't there? That I know, like with the Bitcoin price, they obviously can't afford for Bitcoin to drop down below a particular level. Was it 86-ish, something like that?
Yeah, it's going up all the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was 60 something at one point, but now it's 80 something, I think. Yeah.
So if this is kind of the peak of, or if the peak of the bull market has already just happened, then there'll definitely be some sort of level, won't there? But it'll probably be in terms of MicroStrategy's stock price as well. You can kind of watch it. It's obviously descending a fair amount at the moment. That's not looking too great. It's plummeting, isn't it? And I mean, if I just switch on in here, it is switched on here, mid-range cross. Yeah, there we go. So I massaged the numbers a little bit there to make this show up. But so the mid-range cross, that this shows up. So that's kind of a confirmation of the downside, that red background. So, and of course it's shown up here, this retracement level as well, which would be a bearish retracement level. So because it hasn't drawn the red yet, but you can kind of see that because the EMA's kind of crossed down, so that means it's going to be a bearish retracement. So what did they? No, sorry, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, it's referring back to this one. So they crossed up. So that's a bullish retracement. Well, I guess we'll see. How long is left? Is it showing the time? How many? No, it isn't. Yeah, I was just wondering if that showed how long left for the day. But we'll see next day anyway. What's happened with that? Sorry, getting distracted with what's showing over there. So, but in the meantime, this again, even if it climbs back up, there are kind of slightly stormy clouds overhead. Just there. It is coming back up. That's so tied into the Bitcoin price, though, isn't it? The MicroStrategy share price. So, but I'd imagine that if it comes down to somewhere down here, these sorts of levels, then I think if it drops below those, that could well mark some sort of bull market end, because it seems to be so tied into the fortunes of MicroStrategy, for better or worse. But you kind of imagine that if they did capitulate, or if just the Bitcoin price capitulated, it came down to their danger levels, just what would happen, because I mean, there'd also be a news-driven spike down, I'm sure, but I can't see that all of their Bitcoin that they're holding would suddenly flood the open market. It's not going to be that kind of event. There wouldn't be a sudden garage sale of granddad's old Bitcoins that we found up in the attic. All of a sudden just out there, so like available. So I think MicroStrategy just kind of capitulating and crashing like that, I don't think that in itself would affect the Bitcoin price, apart from investor sentiment just kind of reacting. But in terms of technicals, I can't see that it would.
No, it would be, but I think it would have a big effect sentiment-wise, obviously, with just other people generally. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, technically, it wouldn't.
Yeah. I think. I mean, when the price gets that low, there's going to be like blood in the streets already, isn't there, with the bear market? Even if it's a flash crash down. Anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be another one of those, cascading everything.
Pretty much. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. There was just a separate thing. There was an interesting thing that Wizard of Alts mentioned in the Discord today. Oh, actually, just for that, should we have a quick look at the comments?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
The chat. Yeah.
Shall I just whip through them?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So the best comment here is from Cyprian, who says Quadzilla always helps me get good entries as mentioned on Discord, ETC entry 3920. Okay, ETC, that's Ethereum Classic, isn't it? I think. Is that what ETC is? Anyway, oh yeah, ETH not ET. Oh, sorry, ETH not ETC. Okay. What do you think about the internet providers going down? Yeah, down. Yeah, we've talked about that. Savvy Dan, hello there. How you doing, Nick? Amazon stock are down also. Yeah, they are. That's why I bought some. Will the market crash? I don't think it will crash because of that. Don't know. AWS is a big thing, though. I mean, another day of green and yellow crossover. Can you be more specific? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Cyprian saying, any Ethereum trade open? I haven't got an Ethereum trade open at the moment, unfortunately. So there you go. Right, that's the comments whipped through. Did you disappear? Oh, so you've muted yourself. Did maff go somewhere? Oh no.
No, okay. Yeah. I literally did just mute because I was sniffing.
I've told you not to do that on stream.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is nothing to do with the Coke and Hookers comment from yesterday in the party boot.
Well, the what's it called? It so I had an email this morning from Trading 212 saying ETNs are available now. There's just one step to do, and I was expecting some sort of quiz about, are you a lunatic? Are you an idiot?
Yeah.
Do you understand what
moon and so on? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you understand what you're getting into? Do you call everybody bro? And there was nothing like that. It was just like, click here if you want to trade ETNs, and it was like, okay, right.
Maybe you'd already done the quiz before.
I guess I probably had, actually, because I'd certainly done something like that. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because I remember a thing a while ago saying, we're thinking about doing this. And there might have been a little quiz then, but that was one of those things where you just answer the most sensible answers. When it says, do you intend to invest more than 10% of your worth into meme coins? And you sort of go, no. When you probably will. I won't, but crypto probably yes. Yeah, and that's all that happened. And then within the actual app, I couldn't find any difference. I don't know if it's something that's going to roll out, or is it some sort of law or something that changed today, or
it was early this month, I think, round about the 8th.
Okay.
So, but I guess it's just taken them a little while to get that into action around ETNs specifically. But yeah, okay. It's so in terms of investors suddenly, or like retail in this country, in the UK, suddenly buying in. Obviously, I mean, we wouldn't be suddenly buying spot Bitcoin at these prices at the moment. You can imagine that retail generally might. So like just, oh wow, there's this Bitcoin thing. We're being told we should buy ETNs on based on that. So that could well be the bit of a retail stimulus, I suppose, that the market might need right now.
Yeah,
this would be quite kind of nice. But having said that, just spot Bitcoin that we might already hold, I'm assuming that could just be converted over, just move that over to some ETN's custody and do it that way.
I don't know.
And then thus making, should you want to sell any, I suppose, making it tax-free, making the sale tax-free.
Ooh, is that how it would work?
So maybe it's obviously up to a limit, isn't it? Is it a taxable event? Then might depend. Probably one to look into. I
mean, it's certainly, as far as I could see, if you could do that within the stocks ISA.
Yeah. Well, of course, would it be the stocks?
I don't know. I don't know if that really applies. That's. Yeah.
So it seems like cash ISA, or is it other thing? I mean, it's ETNs. Don't know. I feel.
I don't know. It'd be good if they appeared in the actual account, so we could have a look and have a play around. But I can't. If I search for I don't know, search for BTC, there's nothing there. Search for Ethereum, I don't know, there's nothing there. So I don't know. I don't know what. Well, I assume I've done the quiz right because I just said yes, please, and that was it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Don't know.
But yeah, as you say, it's definitely going to be a good thing. I think the timing of it's rubbish though, because I've got this mate. I mean, he knows nothing about crypto and stuff, but he knows that I've been involved with it for a while. And when did I meet him? I think I met up with him. Oh God, when was that? I think it was around about Christmas time, I think. And and he was saying, was it Christmas? No, it wasn't. It was where are we now? October, isn't it? Maybe it was in the summer. I can't think now. And he was saying, "Is this Bitcoin thing a good idea?" And I said, "Well, probably, yeah, but you should have asked me like 2 years ago about it, And then he did the old classic thing of saying, "No, can I just give you like $5,000 and you invest it and turn it into $100,000?" And I was like, "No, because A, I probably can't, and B, I wouldn't trust myself with someone else's money, blah blah blah." So I said, "Look, just get a Swissborg account. It's quite easy to use. You can just like buy some there. You can leave it there if you want to. It's probably going to be fairly safe." And so what?
As easy as it gets, really, isn't it?
Yeah. And so what he did, he kind of bought some Bitcoin when it was like 123 grand, and so now he's all pissed off, because
of course, yeah,
because it's worth loads less, and these, I don't know. So there might be a bit of that goes on, if people start buying Bitcoin at the all-time high, and then we go into a bear market and it goes down to 30K,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think the timing of it isn't brilliant, but whatever, Overall, it's a good thing. I think it'd be a good thing for me. I think, I don't know. I can see that being quite good fun. Yeah. If we can do the tax dodging, so the tax.
Well, the government approved tax dodge, I suppose.
That's it. Yeah, the government approved tax dodging. Yeah. As used by most politicians.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, and yet they still seem to lapse back to the government's disapproved or unapproved tax dodge, and they get caught out, so quite publicly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so while you're talking about that, I just went back to the Bitcoin 1 minute chart. So I suppose it's always quite fun to look at. Just going to see what it's up to. So it's just in terms of like if anyone's got any scalp trading going on, quickly bring that in as well. The VRVP, because we've got obviously this retracement level there. That's 111. This one down here, the bullish one that's kind of played out because it got wicks down to, but I would say that's still a very relevant level at 110.7. I wonder if it lets me alt J now. Yay. So it would continue along there, and but also just kind of bearish order block there, and trying to work out this order block or fair value. Probably doesn't matter. Just bearish area, open orders just there in any case. So when this comes back, in fact, it's already just kind of touched that that area just there, encountered some sell orders, and obviously came back down, and it might then just break through that when it could well just come down to this level again, hopefully as a support level. And then just kind of do a similar thing, working its way through those. Then eventually will make its way up to this level at 111. Similar thing here. This has got. I mean, it is funny how this often works out. It's got this kind of, in fact, structure breaking, but sort of bearish fair value gap just beneath the retracement level. So it'll kind of back up through that. Maybe I think when it's like that, it often just kind of touches this level and then drops back down. That's not really what happened there. But then this is still a step two. This step two played out very quickly within a couple of bars of that. That's 1 minute, always fun. Should go to the 30-second just for the hell of it. Yeah, you can tell I didn't really have a decent kind of agenda worked out for this for today.
That's all right.
Sometimes good to improvise a bit anyway. If anyone's got any questions, anything you'd like us to look at, I'll probably have to wrap up fairly soon, just given
me too,
the events of today.
So has that actually affected your work? I mean,
hugely, yeah, directly. It's kind of very tied into what I do, really.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's probably quite scary, the extent that Amazon AWS is used, isn't it? Because
it really brings it home. Yeah, just how, I mean, if what can I talk about? I can't really talk about certain things. I'm talking about it, but
I was wondering if things like, say like Dropbox or something like that. I mean, they probably have their own cloud solution, don't they? But but a lot of these big kind of like cloud-based services that basically just like repackage AWS, don't they? Sort of
essentially, yeah. So it's but yeah, just so many companies, big organizations, and so on that kind of rely on it. There are countries, of course, that like sort of sovereign nations who kind of place all of their services into AWS, which for them, I suppose, is going to be a foreign power, which is very trusting.
Yeah.
But all of that stuff, and for governments, for just big organisations and so on that do that, they really should be running their own in-house, on-premises kind of cloud services, because there are ways they can do that. There's like infrastructure as a service, where they could kind of just produce their own, use this thing to produce their own like cookie cutter private cloud. In fact, right. You can get ones that are AWS compatible, so they can totally just have responsibility for their own private cloud, their own services. But it's just so much easier. I think even from a management point of view, to just deflect, just have some other organization to blame when it goes wrong. I think it's kind of what it boils down to.
Right. Okay. Yeah, Firewatch 999 Firewatch is saying the change from April the 6th, 2026, new HMRC rules will come into effect from this date, and the crypto ETNs will no longer be eligible to be held in a stocks ISA. Boo.
Yeah.
That is rubbish.
Yeah.
That is rubbish.
It's difficult to do like long-term investments on these things when they keep chopping and changing what's allowed and what's not allowed.
Absolutely. So he's saying the above is in the Trading 212 Help Center. So we only have 5 months of ISA ETNs. So what happens after that then? I suppose.
Does the government take your Bitcoin or something?
I don't know. So is the idea to fill it up with ETNs before then, or I don't know.
Don't know. Yeah.
Kaz was saying our Monday morning project was cancelled. I was gutted. Obs. Okay, I'm sure there's plenty of people down the pub now thinking like, this is better.
Oh no! Right, off you go then.
No. Anyway, I did actually jump in a pump fund trade this morning about half an hour ago.
How's that going?
It's 0.73% in profit. It's not a big one, but yeah. No, I saw it with it came up on my super up things, and then then it went up, and it came down again. Really, I think I'm just going to close it because it's just ridiculous.
Sure.
I can't trade that sort of stuff. It's not good for men of my age.
Sure. Being involved in punt top fun. Well, I know it. Yeah. So yeah. Just before we go, because I think I probably do need to wrap up now, unfortunately. But I guess we haven't brought this up during today's live stream, so probably
we definitely should bring that up. And
with a quick examination of this page in complete shilling scrutiny and so on. Quadzilla, insanely, freakishly accurate. I think, to be honest, probably everyone who's currently watching either has it or they're about to get it or whatever. This is the converted crowd, isn't it? But even so, if you've excuse me, if you've already got it, hopefully this will also make you feel even better about your purchase. So yeah, Quadzilla, £80 a month. If you're paying monthly, that is just insane, to be honest, because what you get for that, you would recoup that extremely quickly, like in a single trade, and it's given what it provides you, in addition to VIP access to the Discord as well, the SaveWithCrypto Discord. So retracements, patterns, and so on, they hit the levels with like above 90% kind of success rates. So you can be very confident that the price will retrace a certain level. So yeah, £80 a month. If you go with the yearly plan, then it works out at £60 a month. So whatever that is, 20% off, something like that. It's damn good anyway. And we have started accepting crypto payments as well. That's more of a sort of please call us or please contact SWC on that.
Yeah, I know the guy who contacted me the other day. I kind of sent him some details. He never got back to me, but I can see it being a lot easier to do if people want the annual plan. Yeah. And the discount I was offering him, which I haven't discussed with you, Maff, but I think this is probably reasonable. Is if you want to try it for a month or two or whatever, if you're paying with crypto, I think what a reasonable discount would be to let you have it at whatever the monthly rate would be that you see from the annual plan, if you see what I mean. So for example, it's like 60 quid a month rather than 80 quid a month.
Yeah, sure.
But we probably need you to pay for like a couple of months or so in advance just to make it not a nightmare. I mean, it won't be a nightmare if there's only like a dozen people doing so, but if there was like 100 people, then it would be difficult, and we'd have to come up with some sort of different solution for doing that.
Yeah, probably do something like that, or indeed just that. Initially, maybe to just try and get the ball rolling a bit on this, paying with crypto as an alternative, maybe preferable way to do this. So
well, it's usually good because people who want it have quite often made a bit of gains with crypto, and then they just want to use it to get something that's going to help them earn more crypto without going via the bank, isn't it? So I can see why it's attractive. Yeah,
it also kind of cuts out the quite a few middlemen, I think, because obviously just it'd be very inefficient to convert the crypto into pound sterling or dollars or whatever, and then send that to us, and then we'll probably just convert that back into crypto anyway.
Makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah.
But having said that, obviously, if you want to pay with fiat money, please do. We're extremely, extremely grateful for that. It allows us to just keep things rolling here, and so either way you want to pay it is extremely good with us, I would say.
Yeah. And meanwhile, actually, no. Let me just. So I'm just chasing me pump fund trade with a stop loss, so I'm slightly distracted.
Sure.
Right, so if you want Quadzilla, go to savewithcrypto.org/QZ. You can also scan that QR code that's in the corner. If you want to join the Discord, you can go to savewithcrypto.org/Discord, and you will get there. That gives you a kind of basic kind of membership to the Discord where you can't interact very much. If you want to get the sort of better interaction, if you like, you can either get Quadzilla, or there are various other things you can do, such as signing up to one of our exchanges that we have in the links below. Yeah, it'll all become obvious anyway. Just go to savewithcrypto.org/Discord. I will say that the video I'm making today that I'll probably publish this afternoon is about Bitunix, and I have got a good offer for that at the moment. If you use our link savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix, there's a deposit bonus and then there's a trading bonus as well, and they're all quite generous. You know, that I think if you deposit $1,000 and you trade once, you get a $200 bonus. So it's really good.
That's pretty mad, actually.
Yeah, and I did have to pull a few strings to get it, but I think now I've got it. It is quite attractive, and you know, if you do that, then you know we'll put you in the Discord properly, you know, and then you can see how much you like it, and then you'll obviously want to get Quadzilla, and then you become part of the family, and then you'll be our friends forever. And yeah,
basically, yeah.
There you go. Awesome. Right, I'm probably going to have to shoot off myself.
Yep.
Thank you so much for starting the show, and I'm really sorry I was late.
It's okay.
I might wind back.
I could picture you just driving back in a desperate hurry, just overtaking cars, beeping the horn. Come on!
Not quite.
We've got a show to start.
I was actually wondering. I don't know if you can actually join a live stream from my phone. I could probably do it via YouTube Studio, can't I? I could have probably done that, couldn't I?
Probably could, but man, just yeah.
I didn't want to do it live, and then I didn't think for a minute you'd started on your own. So I'm really chuffed about that. So right. So
I have my moments. So yeah,
that's brilliant. Anyway, so if you appreciate that, please, please anyway, just give the live stream a great big fat like, and do make sure you are subscribed and all that, and so that's it really. Anyway, so it's it's goodbye from me, and
it's what is it? Good afternoon or something from him.
All right, take care, everyone. Right, see you over in the Discord, savewithcrypto.org/Discord. Right, bye.